So this is where it all started. About 7 years ago, I decided to drop my career as a therapist and start this. We started out of this small kitchen right over here, baking out of this really tiny oven. And then we got this one fridge to start out with. Eventually, people started ordering more and more, so we moved out into my living room and got 2 more fridges. This was a really tight and cramped space, but we made it happen, we made it work. When I'm not knee-deep in cake batter, I love painting, I love drawing, and these are some examples of my artwork. I'm a portrait artist, so I love painting people's images, and I really feel that my art background has helped me with the cake decorating. Some ways that my art background helps me is by different techniques that we can use on cakes. For example, this cake is a mosaic pattern. We hand painted this image on there, broke it up, and put it back on the cake. Over here, this is one of my favorite wedding cakes that we've done. It's my sister's wedding cake, and she's pretty much Liberace. She loves gold. So we went all out with angels and grapes and hand-sculpted roses. On this cake over here, we used my piping techniques, and we went with a henna image of this Indian bride and piped it on there and painted it gold. So I feel like I deserve to be on the Food Network Challenge because this was a challenge for me, having such a small space and then turning into what it is today. And I feel like I could bring that to the Food Network. I work really hard, and this was my passion. I used to be a therapist, and I left that just so that I could do this. It's the one thing I love to do. It's the one thing I know the most about. And I have a lot of talent, I have a lot of experience, and I just love it. I just love it with all my heart, and I know that I could bring all that passion to the Food Network. So move over, Duff, because there's a new queen of cakes in town. Hi, Food Network, come on in. Let me show you our bakery. This is where all the magic happens. And I started this about 7 years ago. I did my education at l'Académie de Cuisine in Gaithersburg, Maryland. And I've taken several courses with Bronwyn Weber, Colette Peters, and I also worked at Warren Brown's Bakery, Cake Love, down in DC. That's where I started. He gave me my big break. And when I didn't have much experience, he let me join and taught me everything I know today. And so we make it. I love my job because it's very challenging, and we never have the same cake twice. It's so much fun because you come into work, you have something new to do, and so for example, this week we had a Guinness cake, and they wanted a can. We made a giant can. And then we have a Hello Kitty cake and a little purse. So there's always something new, something different here at Fluffy Thoughts. So this is a day in the life of Fluffy Thoughts. We just got this order. It's going to be, it's actually for Justice Ginsburg's son who's getting married. So it's being taken down to the Supreme Court for his wedding. And we're just packing it up really tight so that we don't have any mishaps on the way. So I feel like my strengths are piping and sculpting and painting. I have a minor in fine arts, and I love painting portraits, and any challenge I have where I have to paint someone on a cake, we love it. We did a Johnny Cash cake that looked like a guitar, and I painted Johnny Cash's image on the cake. And my strength, and my other strength is Val over here, and she's amazing. We've been working together for 2 years, and we know each other like really well. I can just look at her and she looks at me. We just know like what has to be done.
A secret one.
So when I'm not decorating cakes or delivering cakes or baking cakes, I'm usually reading about cakes because this is a great way for me to keep up with what's new in the cake decorating world. So while my passion is cakes and decorating, my other passion, my #1 passion, is my little love here, Chloe. And she comes by the bakery and helps us out with cutting fondant. So she's our resident fondant artist.
Fluffy, that is awesome!